Hey there everyone, it's Gigi Sober Sun. May 29th. We who have learned to put our drink problem in God's hands can help others to do so. We can be used as a connection between an alcoholic's need and God's supply of strength. We in Alcoholics Anonymous can be uniquely useful just because we have the misfortune or fortune to be alcoholics ourselves. Do I want to be a uniquely useful person? Will I use my own greatest defeat and failure and sickness as a weapon to help others? That, to me, is really the epitome of humility, really. And the fact that, as it says, we will see how our experience can benefit others in the 9th step promises. It just means we'll know that and of course I often quote the passage from The Family Afterward that says, cling to the thought that in God's hands the dark past is the greatest possession you have. We have to put it in God's hands in order to connect with other people. And I don't know where that balance between drunkalog, as they refer to it, and oversharing the mess and not sharing enough of the message, and maybe the details of the drunkalog aren't important except to say that when I drank, I had very little control over the amount I drank. I had little to no control over the amount that I drank. Some of telling our story is opening up ourselves to other people, which not many of us alcoholics truly did in our drinking. But really, the whole point is for identification. To experience that identification. For the still suffering alcoholic to experience that identification. The last time I told my story outside of a rehab facility where I take meetings, there was a newcomer that was crying in the back, and not, presumably not because I tell such a great story, but that there was some identification. So and it blessed me, not that, obviously not because someone was crying, but that there was some evident identification. And I should probably go back to that meeting sometime to see if she's still going. So anyway, meditation for the day. I will try to help others. Do not. That Yoda quote keeps coming back. No try. I will try to help others. I will try not. That's another pet peeve of mine. Try not to let a day pass without reaching out an arm of love to someone. each day I will try to do something to lift another human being out of the sea of discouragements into which he or she has fallen. My helping hand is needed to raise the helpless to courage, to strength, to faith, to health. In my own gratitude, I will turn and help other alcoholics with the burden that is pressing too heavily upon them. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be used by God to lighten many burdens. I pray that many souls may be helped through my efforts. Oof. When you start talking like that, it's so easy as well. For this alcoholic, it was easy for me to see that when I started to see that my experience could help others, that I got egotistical about my ability to help others and got really spiritually arrogant. And I've seen it in others as well. And it's kind of a danger zone, you know? Alcohol is cunning, baffling, and powerful in so many ways. And that's one of the ways. You start feeling spiritually arrogant, and that, you know, the way we see things is the way it is. Or that when we, like my experience is the experience. And it took me a few years before I realized that, hey, things change. And when I think that my way is the only way, I'm playing God. And that's dangerous. And that sounds like a bold statement or a ridiculous statement, really. Like, who would just, think that they're so all-knowing that we can play God, and we don't intend to. I don't think so. I definitely did not intend to play God. It's only in hindsight did I realize, oh my goodness, I really thought highly of myself, and obviously I can still slip into that. My ego is not my amigo, but I know that if I keep coming back, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make embarrassing mistakes, but that keeps me humble, and there's a step for that. So keep coming back. Thanks for letting me share. Look up, aim up, rise up.